on, guys? What you're looking at is Reptile Scan online. Gonna make a little short review for you. I just recently purchased this off the App Store for $25. It's very expensive for an app. I mean, it's just $25, but I typically only get free apps, or at the most $1. But this is the best investment that I've made when it comes to apps. You just buy the app. That way you can use a QR code to scan in all your information, like what did you feed to your animal, how many, in other words, like 2 rats, 1 rat, or mice, or even vegetables. It just depends on what kind of animal you're adding to it. In my case, I primarily keep ball pythons. I do have a boa constrictor, but primarily at this point it's just for ball pythons for me, but you can set it up for any reptile. Once you got it set up, you go online, because this is all stored online. You make a login, click login, and then you set up all your animals. Set it up very simple. Just go to ID, click it, make up an ID form. You can make up anything you want. The SSB simply stands for Sanders Slithering Ball Pythons. 1 meaning it's my first animal I entered in, and then the 0.1 of course means female. If it was a 1.0 it would be a male, and then I just put normal 1. The reason I did that because I have 4 normal females, so I just got like normal 1, 2, 3, 4. But if it was a lemon blast, I'd put lemon blast, or albino, or pied, whatever the case may be. And you can put anything you want, of course. You can be as technical as you want, or you can be simple as you want. You can just put 1. Then you have male. If it's a female, or if you don't know, you put unknown. Species name. It saves all this information for you, so you don't have to retype it every time. Ball python, the date it was born, the morph. It'll save all the morphs that you've already added. If it's venomous or not, your weight of it, origin, where it comes from, is it captive bred or is it from Africa? You enter all this information in. The food, like I only feed rats to my ball python, so of course I just got rats put in there, but you can put mice, you can put African soft fur rats, whatever. The feeding type, it's got a huge list, because of course, like I said, this is not just for snakes, it's for any reptile. I'm just clicking on kind of stuff just to show you how it works. Adult size, females typically 3 to 5, males 2 to 3 feet long. That's for ball pythons, of course. Habitat, where they come from, or not really where they come from, but where they typically found. All the breeders that I've got my particular snake from, that's me, so that's not a breeder. Well, I do breed, but anyway. Captive bred, or if it's wild caught, the breeder email, sites information, clutch ID, browse. You can put a picture of your snake or your iguana or whatever it is, or several if you want. The price, how much you paid for it. All this is private, of course. Nobody's going to see this part, but just whatever you paid for it. Nicknames, license number, chip number, depending on how much information you have on your particular animal. The father, the picture of the father, picture of the mother, all that good stuff. I mean, you can save as much as you want or as little as you want. The rack system, in other words, if you got 10 racks, you can be like, this particular snake's in rack 1 or rack 3. Feeding intervals, I feed my snake every Tuesday night, so my ball pythons every Tuesday night, so that's what it means by 7 interval. The due date, any information. Then you hit create reptile. I'm not going to do that since I'm not adding another reptile. And you just do that, like I said, by simply clicking ID, enter the information, and here you go. We're going to look at that one of your animals, for example. We go over here where it says show, edit, or delete. Click show. It'll pull up that animal with a picture I've already added. What you paid for it. Got a real good deal on that, but all your information right here. Down here, you can manually add the information, like if you cleaned it that day, fed it that day, blah blah blah, and it'll save the information. Now, I just recently started using this program, so I only have 2017's information saved. You can go back and save as long as you want if you want to, but I'm just starting it with the program as new. And you add it. If you want to add it, you just simply click the little plus sign. It pulls it up, put the date, what kind of animal it is that you're feeding. The different sizes are all there. The count, 1, 2, whatever. notes, and then you hit save, and that'll save under that information like I just now showed you. So it's pretty simple. Let's say you want to, once you got all this set up and now you're at a point where you want to print off your QR codes. A QR code is where you use your phone as a scanner, where let's say you're in your snake room and you fed your animal and you want to scan the QR code, and then you just click a button of what you're doing, like feeding or whatever the case may be. It'll automatically save it and upload it to the server, so you don't have to come and do it twice. You just do it one time. You can do it manually on the computer, or you can do it with your phone. I'll show you both, but right now I'm just showing you online what it looks like to give you an idea. Up here where it says actions, make your QR code here, click it, save as, put it where you want it on your computer. I made up a little folder, just named it Snakes QR Codes. You can rename that if you want, or leave it what it is, and then hit save. That simple. Then you print it out. Go to it, print it out. You can print it on sticker labels. You can, print it on just paper and then put it in like little cards. I'll show you how I do it here in a minute. I just wanted to give you an idea of all this first, how it looks online. It's very neat. I love it. I absolutely love it. Best $25 I've spent on an app. I'll show you what it looks like on my snake racks, and then I'll show you what the app looks like on the telephone. Okay guys, now I'm in my snake room. This is my ball python room. As you can see, I got all the tags on there. These are the new tags that I was telling you about. Just ignore that danger venomous reptiles. I must accidentally click that when I was making up the tag. I'll remove that soon. But anyway, here's what it looks like. Tells you what it is. Het albino 1, because like I was telling y'all earlier, I got 3 het albinos, so I got them numbered 1, 2, and 3. Got the information there, the date they were born, QR codes here on the side. I'm breeding him with my het albinos right now, so whichever cage is in, I just take this little clip, very simple, quick, take it, put it to wherever it's breeding, and then I move my male over there. Scan it, then it'll give you the opportunity to add who it's breeding with. And then what's so awesome is it pulls up your females. Like let's say you scan the male first, it'll pull up your females automatically, and then you just click on the one that you're breeding with, and it'll enter that they're breeding on both of the snakes automatically. And when you enter something in, it goes to the servers instantly, so whenever you go back to your computer to check your records, it's already there. You can enter it manual, like I said earlier, on your computer. You can also enter it manual through your phone. Later on, let's say you forgot to enter it through the QR code, and you're at work and you're like, man, I forgot to say I fed my snakes today. Well, you can manually go through your phone, pick the snake, and enter it that way as well. So it gives you basically, I guess you could say, 3 options, to enter it manual on your phone, manual on the computer, or use the QR code. And it's real simple. Just like that. That's the same way you do it for feeding, the whole 9 yards, and it just keeps up with it. When the dates of your clutches, when they're born, the eggs are born or laid, when the babies come out of the eggs, you can keep all that information down. That's cool. So if somebody wants to know the exact dates, you already got it all entered in, and it's right there. And I think that's, in my personal opinion, that's a good thing to do, especially if you're breeding and selling snakes, or even for that matter, giving a snake away. Why not give them the information? Why not already have it and give them the information down? Next, I'll show you the phone, what it actually looks like, the app looks like on your telephone. Right now, I just wanted to show you a picture of what this looks like. And I bought these at Walmart, in case you're wondering. These ain't nothing but little employee cards, employee clips. They cost me a few dollars, maybe $4 or $5 at the most for, I think, 12 or 20. I can't remember now. Yeah, I think it was 25. Something like that, for like $5 at the most at Walmart. But you can use anything, you can buy all kind of different little plastic things. I just liked it because it was all together. I already had them with my old system, so I just transferred it over to this. But anyway, next I'll show you the phone part, how you scan it. Alright. Okay guys, this is the part of the phone. As you see here, it's got the app, Reptile Scan. So you just click on that, and it'll pull up that information right there. identify, you got actions, you got sale, needs feed, my reptiles. Like for example, you can click my reptiles and it'll pull up all your reptiles. So you can just click on one and you got all that information right there. It's got all the feedings, the breedings of this year, what I've entered, basically everything I've entered under it so far. And then if you want to, enter something in, hit register, add change, photo, blah, blah, blah. Let's go back to menu. Got pairing, clutch, hungry, length, weight. I mean, you can do all kinds of stuff, frequently asked questions, the whole 9 yards. But let's say, for example, if you want to do a quick feed, okay, you simply hit quick feed. It's going to automatically go to your scanner, go to your QR code. It'll automatically pull up that. Hit, as you notice here, it says Het Albino 1, so it makes sure you got the right one. You got the little drop down, you can put whatever you're feeding. In my case, it's live, so of course I leave it on that. The size of the prey, how many preys, and then you hit register. That simple. And then you're done. I mean, literally, you're you're done. I'm gonna hit cancel because I'm not feeding anything. Do the same thing for clutches, pairings, whatever the case may be. If you just wanted to identify your snake or whatever the case may be, you just go to it. It automatically clicks it, pulls it up pretty fast, as you see. You got Reptile Scan, you got your information. Anything you've done with them. I think it's a neat little system. It's definitely worth the 25 bucks. For me personally, $25, one-time fee, unless you decide to go with I think it's called the Pro package or something like that. It may have some extra features I'm not aware of, but for me, all these features are plenty. I don't really want any more features than this. I don't even know what notes are. I've never looked at it, but okay, you got standard notes, medical, follow-up. Oh, that's pretty cool. So anyway, guys, it's that simple. If in case you were wondering how it works, that's how it works. There's probably some more detail, more information. You probably learn to do even more stuff than what I've shown you. I just wanted to give you a quick review and show you how all this works and how simple it is to use Reptile Scan. So it can help you make a better informative decision if you decide to buy this. And if you might be like me, I've waited for years to buy it because I was always afraid that it would suck or something, That's why I'm making a review. I wanted to help somebody out and show that, no, this is very simple. Works easy. If I can work it, anybody can. All right, guys. Have a good day.